The frontline you didn't see, Philippines, already on the board. Purpose of this video: expose how the Philippines is already being positioned militarily, geographically, and psychologically as a soft frontline in a looming regional war, not with a bang, but through alignments, drills, infrastructure, and silence. For years, we watched headlines about rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific and believed the danger was far away. But now the signs are no longer whispers. Expanded military access, foreign aircraft landing in Cagayan, bunkers in Isabela, surveillance towers quietly rising near coastal towns. With the expansion of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, foreign troops now have access to new military zones, particularly in northern Luzon. Not as invaders, but as partners with runways, hangars, and radar systems already under construction. The Philippines isn't preparing for war. It's already being set up for one. While many Filipinos go about their daily lives, the landscape is changing behind the scenes. U.S. Marines conduct joint exercises on Philippine soil. Chinese vessels patrol uncomfortably close to Bajo de Masinloc. Japanese officials pledge defense equipment. Australian trainers run simulation drills with our troops. All these forces move around us, not just as friends, but as players preparing for scenarios where our land becomes the battleground. And what do? We watch, we scroll, we carry on, while two global powers rehearse their conflict on our backyard. The shift isn't just on land or sea, it's in the air. New drone agreements have been signed. Radar towers rise on hills that used to be farmland. Civilian airports are being modernized, but with military-grade capacity. There are even whispers of an emergency clause, that if Taiwan flares up, we are automatically activated. This isn't about theory anymore. These upgrades are not for tourism or trade. They are strategic, and the air we breathe is now laced with invisible lines drawn by other nations. In May 2025, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, a former U.S. Army officer and Fox News personality, visited the Philippines. He met with President Bongbong Marcos and Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro. But what they discussed was not just military cooperation, it was alignment. The message was clear. The Philippines must step up. You are no longer a neighbor to Taiwan. You are now a frontline ally. It wasn't just a diplomatic visit. It was a subtle recalibration, planting the narrative that our role is no longer optional. If we say no, someone else takes our place. But if we say yes, what exactly are we signing up for? In war rooms across Washington, Beijing, and Taipei, maps of the region are drawn and redrawn. And in those maps, the Philippines is no longer a passive landmass. We are a strategic axis. A corridor, a launch pad, military analysts now say. If Taiwan falls, Palawan falls next. If Luzon lights up, Subic is the first to go. We may not be making the decisions, but the lines of fire are already crossing through us. The battlefield is being sketched, and we are already on the board. Along a quiet coastline, an old man stares out to sea. The waves have always carried stories of colonizers, of allies, of promises and betrayals. And now, as ships gather once more on the horizon, he whispers something no one wants to say aloud.
This already happened before. It just hurts more now, because we don't even know it's happening.
The world does not need to conquer us to use us. It only needs us to stay uninformed. In a war shaped by surveillance, alignments, and influence, our silence becomes consent. The front line isn't next door anymore, it's here. This is K-Enton Reports, where signals become warnings. Episode 3 arrives soon. Prepare your map.